I decided to reach out to Lumina Alliance last year for a few reasons. 2023 marked 20 years for me since I graduated high school, and I met my abuser in high school. He was my golf coach, and at the time, I did not recognize the one main flag right off the top, that he was 14 years older than me. He started off very, very charming. We played golf almost every day. As things progressed, he became more and more controlling of me. He slowly started isolating me. By the time my junior year was over, I barely even had any friends, and he didn't even like me talking to my sisters, my parents. He slowly, over time, started to brainwash me in everything I did. He actually convinced me to leave high school and go to independent study. He convinced me to move in with him. And then, of course, when I did that, that was like the nail in the coffin for me, as far as I had no contact with my family. He lived out in the country, and it was very hard for me to go see anyone. I didn't have a cell phone, and the physical and verbal abuse got worse. He eventually convinced me to marry him and to not invite my family. And I'll never forget, the next day I called my mom and told her what we did. And for me as a mom now, I can't even imagine getting that phone call. So I was stuck out at the property with no car and no way to go anywhere. And one day when he was going with his dad to buy palm trees, he left the car for me. And I just remember thinking, wow, this is my time. I need to get out of here. I just never looked back. And I called my mom from a payphone that next morning and told her what happened. And I asked if I could come home. And of course she said yes. Sorry. My mission for the next year is to really be involved in the prevention programs in the schools in our community. Prevention and education is really important to me because I have 2 young kids. I have nieces and nephews, and I cannot imagine watching them go through something like this. I want to teach them what to look for in healthy relationships and unhealthy relationships. I want to be able to talk to parents at schools and kids at schools and show them signs. I think if I would have had these tools back then, it could have been prevented.